Everybody, I've been gone for a minute, so we're trying to get my life together, but I'm back. And I came back for a pretty specific reason that I wanted to share with everybody because I feel like the reasoning behind the reason is something that we can all talk about. I have made a change to go meatless. I'm never going to go 100% vegan. That's not going to happen. But I do believe that by the very end of this year, I'll be 100% vegetarian. I wish I could say that I made the decision for vanity reasons and like to change the way I look or lose weight more, but it was actually for my health, and that's what I want to get into along with talking about being meatless. So let's talk about that today. Okay, so for the past 15 or 16 years, I'd say about since I was 18 or maybe even 17, coming out of high school, I have had tummy issues. I have had like digestion issues. I've gotten really bad ulcers back to back, really bad heartburn. It has never let up since I was young. Sometimes at night, if it was really bad, I would throw up in the middle of the night. So I would like sleep on my side, which I've never stopped doing. I don't sleep on my back, and I very rarely sleep on my stomach simply because of those problems. When I had really bad ulcers, I would like sit or sleep sitting up. It was that bad. I don't have them as bad now, but now sometimes it's other digestion issues like in my lower stomach, like constipation. Can I use the restroom every day? Tummy aches. It runs the gamut of what my issues are, and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to get on here and talk about that because I really feel like we don't talk about it enough. I know of other people who have the same issues who don't have community to talk about it with. So I said, shoot, we might as well all talk about it because it's not that big of a deal to me because I've been dealing with it for so long. So now that I'm not eating meat, or I'm trying my best to go meatless, would I eat substitute meat? Would I eat like things that are actually vegetables that are all dressed up to be meat? No. And here's why. Two reasons actually. The first reason is I still haven't completely weaned myself off of meat. Like maybe 1 or 2 days I'm gonna sneak in a chicken wing here or there, or maybe a little soup with some meat in it, something like that. It's not gonna be too hard on my stomach for a fact. Also, like, I don't know if chicken broth or like beef broth or stock or whatever, I know all that stuff is good for you to drink, but I don't know if that makes you not meatless or not. So I'm not gonna lie and say no, I'm not eating meat completely. No, I still have a little meat in my diet. And number two, the reason why I'm not really interested in many meat substitutes is I don't know what all constitutes the meat substitute. I don't know what all ingredients are going into making that look the way it looks, taste the way it tastes, and have that texture. And on top of that, circling back around to the gluten-free and all of that stuff, different starches, all that stuff could irritate my stomach, whatever is being made to create the meat substitute. So until I get a good handle on what is good and what is not good for my GI tract and my digestion, I'm not going into the chicken with the K in the end and stuff. One problem that I could tell you I ran into already has been the like lack of fiber and being able to stay full when I'm not eating meat. And that's another reason why I'm trying to wean myself off of this slowly, because in our like meals, what is the thing that keeps us full the longest? Meat. Like your hamburger on the bun. If you're just eating the lettuce and the bread, you're not going to stay full for long. Or so I thought. I'm trying my best right now to find really fibrous foods to eat that don't also have lectin in it and also do not have gluten in it. So it's pretty difficult. So I was eating the rice bowls for a couple of weeks and they did have enough fiber in them and they kept me full, but the roughness of the rice was causing stomach issues for me. When it comes to lettuce, I was eating a lot of my salads with no chicken like I do now, and I found out that different textures of different lettuce give me problems. And it's like iceberg lettuce and kale, what goes in smoothies and stuff. Something that also keeps me full. Can't eat it because it irritates my stomach. So I'm really working to find a balance of things that's gonna sit on my stomach and keep me full that is not meat. I think right now that would be potatoes, but ooh, I'm trying to work my way around potatoes because I don't know if they're good for me or not. French fries, bad. Potatoes and soup, good, but who's trying to eat soup every single day? Like even me, who when I eat something or when I find something I like, I'll eat it every single day. Even after a while, I'm gonna get tired of it. So that part of eating meatless has been very difficult. The number one thing that I am looking forward to when it comes to replacements for meat and being plant-based and all that stuff is actually mushrooms. I have not gotten a chance to really try mushrooms in depth. I have not gotten a chance to cook it or even eat it cooked as meat. That is the one type of meat replacement that I'd be open to trying, because a lot of people that cook it and prepare it really aren't trying to prepare it as meat, but it just comes out looking like that. I'm hoping that it has fiber in it. I'm hoping a lot of things, because on top of using it for meat, I also use it for coffee if it really is that girl. I've seen a lot of plant-based people. I've seen a lot of vegetarians say nothing but good things about it. But what I'm specifically looking for when it comes to reviews for mushrooms and stuff is people with GI issues, people with digestion issues. I want to hear what they have to say about mushrooms, or the specific kind of mushroom that they like, before I dive into it. I've been really trying to do my research, and so far I have not come up with too many bad things for mushrooms. And I'm not even looking for mushrooms for like psychedelic reasons, like a lot of people do also, in addition to eating it. I'm just trying to find something that's going to keep me full, that's going to have health benefits, all of that. And I know that it's out there. Plus, mushrooms are from the earth. So if you are a person that has digestion issues or stomach issues or whatever, and mushrooms, you've seen the light with them, please let me know, and let me know what kind. Let me know how you cooked it. Let me know how you ate it. Like, I need help. When it comes to medication, I feel like I've taken a lot of them, and I've stopped myself short before I started to get out of control with it. In the beginning of my problems, I'd say about 2 or 3 years into it, I started taking omeprazole for my ulcers. Omeprazole, it did work okay for a while, but omeprazole has side effects. Then after that, I started taking Zantac after I ate. I still have some Zantac somewhere. Zantac did work for a while as well, but again, it too has side effects. For a minute, I was taking them together, and they did work, but what good is taking the medication if it's not making your body feel right in other ways, you know? I definitely took all kinds of antacids, Tums, all kinds of stuff. Anything chalky that I felt like would coat my stomach and make it feel better, I did take. And all of that works for a while, but I wanted to start taking something that was going to have permanent effects. So when I say taking something, that's why I thought of course, food, like what you're eating. And it has been a bit of a journey already. Like this past month has been rough, because finding out that meat is probably not so good for me, in addition to that, medication that I was on, or medication over the counter that I was taking, it just wasn't going to cut it for long. I made this video with a focus and a concentration on my biggest change, which was going meatless and going the healthier route, going plant-based. But the biggest reasoning behind it, like I said in the beginning, was my digestive health. It needs a lot of work, and I'm hoping that a lot of the people who are out there with similar issues will make themselves known, and I will be able to see more things or more steps that I can take to continue the journey to getting well overall. Why do I say that? Because your gut, I've read and I've learned, is your second brain. So how are all the systems going to work in tandem if my second brain isn't working? How am I going to get better spiritually if where my intuition comes from, my second brain is not working? How am I going to get better intellectually learning, trying to go back to school and stuff, if I can't function because I can't digest stuff right? You know, like, it's all of one piece, and I'm trying to fix it so that one piece works the way it's supposed to work. I'm hoping that a lot of people who also have these issues and have also gone plant-based or meatless make themselves known even more than they have already, because I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to apply, and I'm trying to get better. The people with IBS, the people with Crohn's, the people with colitis, ulcers, ulcerative colitis, whatever your issues are, I know that y'all are out there, and I'm hoping to open all sorts of discussions in the future, not just about meat and stuff, but about treatment, preventative issues. How can we kick these bad feelings all together? And one thing I also want to say before I go is, if you, like me, have had a lot of these issues and have suffered for years in silence like I did, them days is over. We're not suffering in silence no more. We're being open about it. And the number one thing we're doing is not hanging our head in shame about it. If it's something that you are actively working on to get better at, and it's something that you cannot control, don't be ashamed of nothing that is going on with your health. I mean it, because I'm not going to. Every day I work on becoming a better me, and becoming meatless is just a small part of that. So I pledge to not be mired in shame about anything that I'm going through, and I hope that y'all don't either. And I hope that y'all come along with me on this journey, because it's rough already, and it's gonna get a little rougher probably before it gets really good, but I know that it will. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back really soon to talk about more of this, because there's so much more than going meatless, but that is the biggest change that I am making so far. Talk to y'all later.